Yay, we are live. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday morning. I had to think about that for a second. Tuesday morning at Mystic. It's a lovely gray day. I have to say it. It's like there's something really special about the rain. Like last week I was talking about how it's so nice that it's sunny. But it's interesting how even when I see rain, like I was waking up this morning and I could just hear the rain because my window was cracked and I was like, yes. So it's nice to have that kind of contrast. Then when it's sunny again, it makes us so appreciative of it. So my name's Kat and I'm going to be leading you through this practice for today. Like always, I encourage you really listen to your body, listen to what's going on. And remember, the practice is yours and yours alone. So anytime you feel the need to go away from what I'm saying and to just embody what it is that you need to embody for today, I am here to encourage that and to give you the space to find your own personal freedom. So fly, my friends. Let's get into a comfortable position, whether that means you're lying down on your back or you might want to choose to start seated. You're going to find a place that feels good for you, and you can change your mind. That's the best thing about life. We can change our mind and switch and adjust and move. And wherever you are, maybe there's even some gentle movement or some little bit of shifting before you truly settle into your position. And just notice what it feels like for you to sink in to this present moment. This is an open invitation for you to arrive right here and now. So maybe you notice things like the temperature in the room against your skin. Or maybe you're still adjusting, settling, sinking. Maybe you notice sounds. Your awareness can float from sense to sense. This is an opportunity for us to just pull back and to become the observer. What happens in the snapshot of right here and now isn't one thing, but a whole tapestry of life that comes to the pinpoint. See if you can slow the breath down just a little bit. Even indulging within your breath. Maybe you encourage a little bit more length on the exhale to just slow the nervous system down. To slow down that fight or flight response and just to step into this flow. Now I invite you to let your mind's eye scan the physical body. Just to notice where there's tension, to notice where it feels soft, tender. Within this body, so many different parts can be doing so many different things. Maybe you're relaxing the jaw if it has become tense. Letting the belly become soft. You can even wiggle the fingers a little bit and notice how sometimes there's that little surge of tension that you're holding. And this practice is an opportunity to let go of the things that don't serve us at this moment. Now start to encourage the breath just for a few rounds to grow, to lengthen. Maybe you want to create an ujjayi breath, a closed mouth ah, or a closed mouth ha on the exhale. What happens when all of your attention goes right to the breath? Give yourself just another round or two. Taking one more breath in. And just letting it go through the nose. And just come into your ordinary breathing, noticing how maybe it's changed and lengthened. If you are in a seated position, I encourage you to gently make your way onto your backs. And if you're already on your back, maybe encouraging those knees to come in towards the chest. The knees can sway from side to side, and you can play around with circling out the ankles. Maybe if you're used to grabbing onto the knees, maybe you don't, and you just let those arms come up above the head and find some opening within the wrists. You can even play around with kicking legs up to the sky, finding any kind of little straddle or playfulness. Give yourself just a few more breaths to explore. And we'll slowly bring the soles of our feet down to the mat. You can relax the hands, let them go in any position that feels best for you, and just drop your knees over to the right. Now that left knee might not come down all the way, or it can. You can shift and adjust because our bodies are never stuck in concrete. So notice how this twist feels for your body. Is there any adjustments that you need to make it feel better? On your inhale, we're going to lift our knees, and on the exhale, drop them over to the left. The same thing goes. So even though we're doing a twist side to side, our body, as symmetrical as it may seem, our muscles have a tendency to have a dominant one and a less dominant one. So symmetrical, it might be, quote, air quotes. We treat it slightly different. Inhale, let the knees lift, and on your exhale, drop it over to the right. And we're going to go one more time. Inhale, let the knees lift, and on your exhale, drop them over to the left. On your inhale, let the knees lift. Extend the legs and extend the arms. Find a full, long stretch of the body. And then on your exhale, hug those knees into the chest one more time. Now, we are going to bring our hands to the front of the thighs, and we're going to let our knees lift up so they're stacked over the hips. So it's a little bit of as if we're in a tabletop position with our hands going up towards the ceiling, but instead they're pressing onto the tops of the thighs. Flex the feet and press your lower back into the mat and draw your abs down. Now push the hands into the thighs. Push the thighs into the hands. I'm going to look at my watch to make sure we stay true to time. And right here, I want you to play around. Notice how the more you press that lower back into the mat, the more that the pubic bone and the hips start to move and shift. And that's okay. What's the position that you have to find to make it work? Now, complementary motion. We're pushing as much as we can with the hands, and we're pushing back as much as we can with the thighs. Here we go for our last 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into the chest. Let them rock and roll. Relax the jaw. Notice how maybe your tendency is to hang on tight with the jaw. Can you relax it? Let those legs rock and roll side to side. Now we're going to do it again, just to warm up our abdominals. So again, coming into that knees stacked over the hips position, feet flexed at 90 degrees, hands to the front of the thighs. Now push, push, push. Time starts now. And we're going to breathe. I want that breath to feel audible, so you have that reminder that we need to find that foundation. Foundation is breath. Foundation is this connection, making sure we're protected. Here we go for our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into the chest. Let them rock and roll. Now, we're going to combine 2 moves together. So you could stay at that hands on the thighs position and hold it the whole time. So that's option 1. Or option 2, if you want something a little bit more, come into that position again, hands to thighs. Knees are lifted. We're pressing, pressing, pressing right here. Lower back is pushing into the ground. And then we're going to extend the arms and extend the legs. Head can lift off of the mat. So extend arms, extend legs. Yeah. And then knees into the chest. We press, press, press. And we extend, extend, extend. And then we press, press, press. And we extend. And so we're going to continue right here. And I want you to go at the pace. Yep, you can continue. And I want you to go at a pace that feels right for you. If you need to lift your head off of the mat, you go for it. When you extend those legs forward, ease your lower back, staying planted onto the ground. Can you relax your jaw? Is it doing a lot of work? A lot of times it does too much. When those hands come to the thighs, I want that to be a tight activation. I ask for these things, I make demands, and guess what you do? You do what feels right for you. We have 15 more seconds, so a whole minute. And anytime you want to pause in either direction, you pause. Because again, you are focused on you. Spotlight shining straight down for our last 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees into the chest. When we change our language about ourselves, when we change the language about the things that we're doing, we can rewrite a story. We write the story of us, of our adventure of life. Take a deep breath in and out. All right, my friends, let's take that right knee. Can we bring it into the chest and extend that left leg down the mat? You can interlace your hands on top of the right shin and just rock it a little bit side to side. If you found that your neck was tense, even a gentle push back into the mat can help relax the front of the neck. Now we're going to take that right knee, release the right hand onto the ground, and just twist over to the left side with the right knee. Offering a little bit of support within the lower back. Take a deep breath in and out. And we'll slowly come back to center. And we'll extend that right leg and bring the left knee into the chest. Interlace the hands on top of the shin. Let it rock and roll, maybe circling out that left ankle. And then drop left hand down. Right hand grabs onto the knee and crosses over to the right side. Give yourself a deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back to center. You can squeeze both those knees into the chest. Now you have the option here, grabbing on behind the backs of the knees, you can roll forwards and backwards a few times, or if you want, you can roll onto your side if it doesn't feel good for you to roll forwards and backwards. Get a little massage for the spine. And then as you're ready and you come up into our seated position, any way that feels comfortable for you, we're going to just start to roll those shoulders down and back, finding some opening from within the shoulders. And as you do that, maybe I encourage you, I don't maybe encourage you, I do encourage you to move the head and to find expression and freedom. Our bodies are meant to move. And sometimes we think that they're not. But by moving our bodies freely, we offer permission for others to do the same. Take the hands, interlace them, and press them up to the sky, and just give a little tick-tocking action like a pendulum from right to left. Notice the currents of tension we have within our own body. Release the hands, circle out the wrists, even wiggle those fingers around. And then we're going to slowly bring our hands to our heart space and bow our chin. Notice what brought you here today, what you hope to walk away with at the end of this practice. May we use that as the foundation for the practice. The question of why. We now have an anchor that brings us back. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, come forward, come into your tabletop position. So as we come into our tabletop position, you can spread those fingers open wide, palms down, tent the fingers, fist the hands, use blocks, get creative. We'll find a few cats and cows, so let the tailbone lift, the belly lower, and the front of the arms face the front of the mat. On your exhale, round the back, press it up to the sky, find some opening right here. On your inhale, tailbone lifts, chest opens. And on your exhale, round the back and gently press hips slightly back to heels. Inhale, shift forward, lifting the tailbone, opening up the heart space. And on your exhale, round and press those hips back to the heels. Inhale, rolling up, lift the tailbone, open up the heart space. And exhale, rounding into it, press hips back to heels. Go for 3 more times of finding this little mini vinyasa of cats and cows and tabletop and child's pose. And the next time you find yourself in your child's pose, let your body settle there so the knees can spread open as wide as it feels comfortable. And you can bring that forehead either down to stacked hands or straight down onto the mat. And I encourage you, if your arms are down, maybe you offer a gentle bend of the elbows and compassion into the shoulders. Or maybe you're a little bit more active. Fingertips pressing into the mat and those arms are strong. Maybe paddling down towards the earth. Whatever you use, whatever you do, these choices are here for you. Notice what it feels like to be you right here in this moment. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly taking your time, I want you to lift yourself up into your tabletop position. Now we are going to take and lift our right knee up to the right. Yeah, good. Now we're going to slowly extend and kick that right foot off to the side, and then gently land it outside of the mat. Now we're going to take and lift the right hand up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in right here. And on your exhale, we're going to thread the needle. So take that right hand and shoot it underneath the left. Now you can adjust the body. So maybe you shift and you move. Maybe that right shoulder doesn't come down to the ground, and guess what? It doesn't matter. It's just kind of a funky position to get in. You should feel some big opening within that right inner thigh. Take one more breath. And out. Now we're going to press into that left hand. And on your inhale, take and reach your right hand up to the sky. And then on your exhale, release it down. Press your hips back and forward just a few times. And you can allow for the right toes to lift. Or you can keep them planted down. Just let the body feel pliable. Give yourself one more breath. And out. Now coming into that upward position, walk your hands back, torso comes upright. Now if this feels too aggressive for that right foot, you can always find external rotation. Just shift. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. And on your exhale, take and bring right hand down. Left hand is stretching up and over. Gaze can look up, gaze can look down. Take a deep breath in and out. On your inhale, both arms up to the sky. Now on your exhale, take this left hand, bring it down. And you can come onto fingertips or palms straight down. And we are going to extend that right arm so it's reaching bicep to ear. Take a deep breath in right here. On your exhale, curl knee and elbow in towards each other. Inhale to extend. And exhale, squeeze it in. 2 more times, reach. And squeeze. Last time, reach and squeeze. Now reach, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, torso comes upright. And on your exhale, plant the hands down. And then just bring that right knee next to the left. Tick-tock your hips side to side. Shake out the head, yes and no. No is just as important as yes. It is. You know, you can go too far in one direction or the other. Shifting that weight over to the right leg, lift that left knee up. Gorgeous. And then kick the foot out. With control, land the foot down. Now shift forwards and backwards a few times. See what that feels like before we come into our thread the needle. Now we'll come into our lifted position, that three-legged-ish kind of tabletop-y gate pose. We're going to take that left hand, reach it up to the sky, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, thread that needle. So take that left arm, bring it under the right, drop onto the shoulder-ish. See what that feels like for you. Big stretch within that left inner thigh. Maybe relax the toes. Are they clinging? Mine too. Take one more deep breath in and out. Pressing into that left or that right hand, inhale. We're going to take and reach left hand up to the sky, and then exhale, plant it down. Walk the hands back. Traditional gate pose. As the torso comes upright, reach those arms up to the sky. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, left hand comes down, right hand stretches up and over. And again, you can always modify. It's not modifications, it's just moving to make it feel best for your body. This isn't a one size fits all. This is a adjust to make it fit for our bodies. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. And on your exhale, you're going to take that right hand, bring it down, and that left arm can stretch up above the head. Now take a full breath right here. And on your exhale, curl left knee and elbow in towards each other. On your inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale to extend and squeeze it in last time. Reach and squeeze. Now reach, drop the foot down, tuck the pelvis, torso comes upright. On your exhale, plant the hands down, drop and bring that left knee next to the right. Now we're going to step the right foot back and lift that left knee to a hover. Shift forward, gaze stays down, push into the hands, push into that upper back, find connection here, deep breath in. And then on your exhale, step the foot back and bring that right knee into the chest. Let it hover. Relax the neck. Give yourself 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more inhale. Step it back onto your exhale and press back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Shake the head yes, and shake the head no. Find some movement. Maybe if you want to do some presses forwards and backwards from plank to down dog, that might feel good for you. Or maybe you want to stabilize in down dog. Wherever you are, take 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now bend those knees, look forward, walk, hop, or step your feet to the front of your mat. Coming into your forward fold, you can bring elbows to thighs, or come more into ragdoll position, grabbing onto opposite elbows, shaking out the head yes and no. Maybe even some deep, exaggerated bends of the knees might feel good for you and your body. Give yourself a deep breath in and out. Bending your knees, we're going to gently roll up to standing. Circle, sweep arms up to the sky. As you exhale, palms face into the body. Wash your body in chi. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, stretch those arms up. And And exhale. Bring all that good stuff right back to you. Inhale, reach up. Let it float down. On your inhale, stretch those arms up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to hinge through the center, forward fold. Sliding your hands to your shins, come into a halfway lifted position, flattening your back, hug shoulders away from the ears. On your exhale, hands down to the ground, step your feet to the back of your mat, come into your plank. Tuck your pelvis, squeeze your quads, push into the upper back. Yes. Now slow motion, slow that roll, draw those elbows into the ribs, lower down as slowly as you can, chest hits before the belly, potentially. Relax those legs, squeeze those glutes, inhale, head, shoulders lift up, baby cobra. Gaze stays down, tuck that chin just a little bit. On your exhale, slowly release down. We're gonna do one more baby cobra, squeeze those glutes, inhale, head, shoulders lift up. And on your exhale, release down, push into hands and knees. Push up, tabletop, tuck toes, down dog. Pedal the feet out. Deep breath in. And out. We're going to take that right leg. Inhale, lift it up to the sky. And on your exhale, step it towards the front of your mat. Now, either using blocks or water bottles or hands on the ground, you choose. We are going to have a deep, generous bend within that right knee. Inhale. And on your exhale, lengthen that front leg. Inhale to bend into the front knee. And exhale to lengthen. 2 more times. Inhale to bend. And exhale to lengthen. 1 more deep bend. On this exhale and lengthen, pause. Let your head go down towards that right knee. Wiggle the hips. This is an exaggerated Parashvattanasana pyramid pose. Big exaggeration, because sometimes in life, things are wacky. We gotta go with it. On your inhale, we're gonna bend into that front knee, and then we are gonna slowly step. Nope, just kidding, I lied. We are gonna twist. Sorry. Left hand onto the ground or on a block, right hand reaches up to the sky. Like I said, life is wacky. That's not wacky. Take a deep breath in right here. And on your exhale, release the hand down. Now, anchor onto that right foot and slowly step right foot forward to left foot forward to meet it. Shake out that yes and no. Bending those knees. Inhale, roll up to standing. Circle, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to our heart space. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hinge down through that center, forward fold. Slide your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, take the right foot, step it to the back of the mat. Using blocks or hands on the ground, shift forward, bending into that front knee. Deep breath in. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to bend. And exhale to lengthen. 2 more times, just following your own breath pattern. Notice what it feels like. What parts of your body is there tension? Maybe the jaw. That's usually my go. Like, oh yeah. And next time you're in your exhale, that lengthened front leg, pause. Wiggle the front toes, shake out the head, yes and no. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, shifting forward. Anchor right hand onto the block or on the ground. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Squeeze front leg and back leg in towards each other. Hug it in. Take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, release the hand down. This time, step that left foot back to meet the right plank. Tuck the pelvis. This time, dealer's choice. Shift forward on knees or not. High plank to low plank. Either all the way down or halfway down. I'm going all the way down. Inhale, either upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, we'll find ourselves in our down dog. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, take left leg, reach it up to the sky. And on your exhale, step it to the front of your mat. This time, inhale, torso comes up. Crescent lunge. So adjust and shift. Notice where your body is right now. Maybe you need to move the feet closer together, farther apart. Now you could stabilize here. On your inhale, reach up. Exhale, straight down, bending the knees. Front knee doesn't go over the toes. Inhale up. And exhale down. Try not to clench those front toes. It's so easy to do it. But what are they holding on to? 2 more times. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last time. And exhale down. Pause here. Now arms can come to hips or reach up to the sky. Maybe you lean back slightly. Yeah, take a deep breath in. Now on your exhale, take your hands. Bring them to the front of the mat so they frame that left foot. And then reach right leg up to the sky. Standing half split. Just for fun skis. Relax your head down towards that left knee. Lift up that leg as much as you can. Deep breath in. And out. Now, with the utmost care, love, and kindness, we're going to slowly bend that left knee and plant right foot to the back of the mat, coming into our warrior 2. Spiral the torso up. So as we spiral that torso up, circle out the shoulders, adjust the body. We're going to find some movement here with our dancing warrior. So on your inhale, reach left hand up to the sky. And on your exhale, releasing left arm down, right arm can sweep forward. And we're just going to go between these 2. Technically 3 because there's a transition. But I want you to go at a pace that feels right for you. Yeah. The bottom half of the body might stay still. Or you might start to play around with additional movement. And it doesn't have to be, it could be almost like a little triangle instead of extended side angle. You can have a lot of fun with it. Erin, our pants almost matched today. That's nice. I like that. A little color is fun. Or a lot of color. All right, give yourself one more round, whatever that means for you. And we'll all meet in our warrior 2. Nice. As we find our warrior 2, we're going to shift forward into Ardha Chandrasana. So if you have a block, you might want to grab it. Water bottle, we're going to bring it in front of that left foot. You're going to slowly start to lift that right leg up. I cheated. I put my head against the wall. But in yoga, there's no such thing as cheating. Use your water bottle. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, lift up that right leg. Beautiful. Embrace every shift and movement, because guess what? Shift happens. All right, take one more breath. And on your exhale, softly plant right foot to the back of your mat. Now lengthen the left, dialing the toes to the right side of the mat. Let your arms open or bring them to the hips. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, hinge forward, wide-legged forward, fold. So as I probably talk about it every single week, I'm obsessed with mountains and hiking and climbing. And when I was doing a hike a while ago, there was this big slope within the rock. And I am not the most graceful person. And my hiking partner was in front of me, and I somehow stumbled in the most graceful way, so that when she turned around, I was lying on my side in this very cute little like little baby doll way. I consider that a success. You know, success doesn't mean we're staying still in a posture. Success is catching ourselves and falling into it in as safe of a way as we can. It's just learning more about ourselves. Let's take 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Now bend those knees, and we're going to roll up to standing, slowly, so the blood doesn't make us dizzy. And let all of your toes face the front of your mat. So as they face the front of your mat, you're going to take that right ankle or right foot and cross it on top of the left thigh. Yeah, so face to the, yes. Beautiful. Now, you can start to let that torso hinge forward, pressing your glutes back. And once it feels rather strong, bend the base knee. And you can use your hands anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Taking a deep breath in and out. 1 more deep breath in and out. Slowly we'll come up to standing. And then we're just going to unhook the right foot and plant it down. And circle out. Move the hips. Give a shake. Give a rattle. On your inhale, let our feet go into about hips distance apart, shoulder distance apart. We'll need a little bit of space. We're going to take our arms, reach them up to the sky. And on your exhale, hands go back. We sink into our chair-ish, like a skier chair. Inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, chair. Now you have the opportunity here to offer a little hop when you're in your chair, or just a little heel lift. You can also heel lift from the top too. But if it gets too confusing, I was practicing it last night and I hopped every single time and I was like, wait, what? Then just simplify it. We already have enough to confuse us throughout the day. We don't need any more. Keep it going. 15 seconds. You should feel that heart rate maybe moving up a little. Notice how you land. Can you use those arms for a little propulsion? For the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into center, bring a hand on your heart and the other one on your belly. Heart rate up. Yeah. Yeah. Slow the breath. Give me 2 breaths. One more. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, we're gonna take that left leg, step it to the back of the mat. And we're gonna slowly come up into our crescent lunge. Yeah, second side. Same as the first, with knowing. So you're gonna shift, move, adjust. Maybe you stay still, or maybe you move with me. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bend your elbows, weight is in the front heel. Inhale up and ball of the foot. And exhale down, relax those front toes. Inhale up and exhale down. 2 more times. And down. Last time, all the way up. And come on all the way down. Yeah. Now hands could go up or hips. Maybe lean back slightly. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, neutralize the spine and then drop the hands down. Lift up the left leg. Standing half split. Give yourself a deep breath in. And out. One more deep breath in. And then on your exhale, we're going to softly plant that left foot to the back of the mat and open up into our warrior two. Find your foundation, and then we play. So we can reverse and then find ourselves in our extended side angle. And again, if you want to play with how you bend or straighten, how you move, relax those front toes. I see you, little scrunched up toes. Thank you for helping. And just find some fun. Give yourself just 2 more breaths. Everyone's breath is so quiet. And we'll find ourselves in our warrior two. Yeah. Move the head, the neck. Are you ready to take flight? Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe you grab a block or your water bottle. Shift into that right foot. Drop that right hand down. Support. Left leg lifts. Yeah. Beautiful. See if you can imagine that left hip is stacking on top of the right. So the idea is that that left shoulder is leaning back against the wall behind you. You can practice this at home with a wall. It's awesome. It's the best. Good. Give yourself 1 more breath. And out. Bend that right knee. Plant left foot softly to the back of the mat. Now lengthen the right leg. Dial all toes to the left side of your mat. 5-pointed star or hands on the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Lead with the heart. Head, neck, shoulders relax down. Now give yourself a breath or 2 right here. As you find this positioning, don't be afraid to just loosen, to find flexibility and freedom. Now you could stay right here. Or if you want to do the dragon waves its tail, we'll go through that right now. So you want to imagine that you have this orb of energy between your hands and the knees have a gentle bend to them. Take a deep breath in right here. Now on your exhale, you're going to bend that right knee. You're going to swing the right hand back and left hand comes to shadow the right knee. On your inhale, we come back to center. And on your exhale, you do it over to the left. Yeah, inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, center. And exhale over to the left. One more time per side. Inhale, center. And exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale over to the left. Now inhale, center, and relax. Shake out the head, yes and no. Bend those knees. We'll gently roll up to standing. Now as we come up, all toes are going to come to the front of the mat. Anchor into that right foot. Left leg swings, crosses. Hip hinge. So I'm thinking about my chest coming towards that left shin. And then I'm pressing back like there's an imaginary chair behind me. My glutes are searching for it. And then bend deeper into that base knee. Take a deep breath in. And out. One more deep breath in. And out. Slowly lift to come up. And just plant that left foot down. Circle out ankles. Even letting torso, arms rock side to side. We're going to come into center after you've done a couple twists. And I want you just to give yourself this bounce. Just a little bit of a bounce. Just let the body become heavy. You'll notice there are some places on you that try to hold on. Maybe give them an extra shake. Maybe it's a place you haven't addressed today. Hands can come up. You can shake. You can start to lift your knees. So maybe we don't have any music here right now, but can you create your own inner music? You know, we have our own marching to the beat of our own drummer. That is already in us. We just have to be bold and courageous enough to let it go. Give yourself just 10 seconds more. That's it. Just 10 seconds. What's there to lose? Nothing. What's there to gain? Everything. Wow. For our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into center. Just notice that little tingly sensation. That's blood flow, baby. It courses through us all day long. Inhale, take those arms, reach them up to the sky. Now you're going to take that right hand, bring it to that upper back. You have 2 options. You can use that left hand, grab onto the elbow. Option 1, gorgeous. Option 2, you can find a bind so that that left hand can click up behind you. And if you are doing that, I encourage you, if you're a righty, you will find this to be a little bit more challenging. I encourage you to try to reach. If you're a lefty, pardon me, it's a little bit more challenging. So I want you to reach that left hand as far as you can off to that right side before lifting the hand up. Yeah, you got it. You have it. And just try not to press those ribs out too much. Try to make sure that lower back is staying protected while you do this. So what are the adjustments that you can make within your own body as you're here? Now you could stay completely upright or even just slight little rocking. Doesn't have to be big. Give yourself just one more breath. That's it. Now, to come out of it wherever you are, just slowly let the hands release. And feel that little whoosh of blood flow. It's great. It's great. Circle out the shoulders. We're going to do it on the other side because we can't have uneven sides. It would be bad. It would be fine. We'd manage. Take and lift left hand up to the sky and then pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Option 1, grab on with the right hand to that left elbow. Or option 2, find a bind. So you can bring the back of the hand against the back and try to wiggle it as far off to that left side of the body, and then fingers come up. If you're a righty, it's going to be a lot more challenging on this side for that internal rotation of the shoulder, right? Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. See if you can do something different with that lower back. A lot of times we push our chest forward to make it happen, and our lower back pays the price. Don't let that happen. And then if you want a little tick-tocking action, take a deep breath in. And then we'll come up to center, and then let those hands slowly release, especially that right shoulder. If you want to circle them around a few times. On your inhale, let's take those arms, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, hinge down through the center, forward fold, hands on the ground, step both feet to the back of the mat, plank. Holding here in plank, squeeze those quads, push into the upper back, gaze stays down. Tuck the pelvis as much as you can. Take a deep breath in. Now come down an inch. The elbows skim back a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Come down another inch. Embrace the shake. One more deep breath in. Come down a little bit more. One more breath. And the rest of the way. Come all the way down onto the belly. You can bend those knees, windshield wiper feet side to side. If you want, you can use your hands as a pillow. Just giving your head a place to rest. Circle out the ankles, wiggle the toes. Don't be afraid to make a little bit of sound. You know, that little like humming, that ujjayi breath. All of those things are good for your own body. You know, we don't want to go crazy with it. But sometimes even the most interesting distractions give us the opportunity to refocus. Now, we are going to bring our hands by our sides with the palms facing down. The gaze is going to be looking down. I want you to squeeze your glutes, press your pubic bone down into the mat, squeeze your quads, fire them up. Now on your inhale, head, shoulders lift off the mat. Gaze is staying down. You can allow for your hands to lift if that feels good for you, getting some space between your shoulders and your ears. Maybe you come up a little bit higher and you squeeze more into the glutes and the quads. We protect our lower back, but we also need to strengthen it. Think about gaze looking down, so the back of the neck stays long. Take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, you can drop your head down. Palms can be facing up. You can just give yourself a breath or two right here. Maybe even a little shimmy in the hips can feel good. Okay, we're going to come back to center. Find that same positioning. Gaze stays down. Palms are face down. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze your quads. On your inhale, head, shoulders, arms lift if that feels good for you. Gaze is staying down, and we're creating some space. As an option, maybe you start to lift those legs up. If that doesn't feel good for the lower back, what do? We lower them. It's all good. Find as much space as you can. We breathe. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, just release. Gaze goes over to the other side. If you want to windshield wiper the feet side to side. Give that lower back a little LOVE. We'll come into center. We're going to bring our left hand forward, like we're kind of in a little mini TSA position, or it can be extended all the way. And we're going to press onto it. Torso comes forward. Lift your head up a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, a little bit. Now bend the right knee. Use that right hand to grab onto the foot. So while you're here, I want you to think about lengthening the knee away from your hip. So imagine it's like inching away. And you'll start to feel a different kind of stretch. Maybe think about rooting down into that right hip flexor on the mat. Think about your breath. Breath flowing in. And the breath flowing out. Give yourself one more deep breath in. And out. Slowly release the foot. You can bring that left hand forward, the right hand forward, and kick the left foot into the glute. Grab on with the left hand, aka do it on the other side. Notice the difference between right and left. You know, sometimes in my flows, it's a long time before we get back to the other side. And maybe we forget. And this is an opportunity for us to focus right to left, right to left. Again, think about inching the knee away from the hip. You can think about kicking the foot into the hand, and the hand reciprocating that kind of pull-in sensation. Relax the jaw. Is it tense? Is that the habit we have? Take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, release the foot. Hands can come under the head. Bend the knees. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. Give some love to that lower back. Take a deep breath in. In, out. Pressing your palms into the mat. You can push yourself up, tabletop position. And press back into our child's pose. And just wiggling those hips side to side. Give yourself a deep breath in. And out. You could stay here in child's pose, or you can come up to tabletop and either do some forward, backwards presses, or some circling of the hips, or cats and cows, if that's what your body calls for today, for a little bit of completion for that section. Give yourself another breath to explore. And then when you're ready, we'll come up to tabletop and we're going to kick our feet forward, nice and graceful like. Our feet are going to be on the ground, and I'll do this to the side here. Our palms are going to be behind us, facing so the fingertips go in towards our glutes. You could keep your feet down here, totally appropriate, or you might lift them up, whatever feels right for you. So on your inhale, you're going to lean back. You're going to use your hands for support, but draw those abs in. And on your exhale, you're going to curl in. So we inhale, extend, and exhale to squeeze it in. We inhale to extend, and exhale to squeeze it in. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop the feet down, roll forward. As you grab on to the knees or just rolling over the legs, maybe even a gentle rocking sensation. Now we'll come up nice and slowly, and this is going to be a strange one, but it's traditional and strange. You're going to take and bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee, and we're twisting with both knees bent. Why? Why not? Why not? Inhale, come back to center. Now you can take that right hand, grab onto the left knee, and we'll twist open to the left. Take a deep breath in and out. All right, we'll come back to center. My friends in the class, you might want to turn around, a little butt scooch in action, and at your own pace, we'll slowly lower our torso down to the ground. Now, if that doesn't feel like in your wheelhouse today, and you just want to rock it down, knees hug into chest when you are down. Yeah, squeeze onto those knees, circle at the ankles, wiggle, shift, move. Now we're going to slowly release our feet down to the ground and let the knees open wide, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. So that little butterfly position, knees spread open. Now, you could have your arms anywhere you choose. One positioning I like is the hands go above the head, index fingers come together, thumbs come together. So we're creating a triangle, or a diamond between our hands, a diamond between our elbows, and a diamond between our knees. And I like that imagery. You know, I like that sensation. To me, this is, I think, a very empowering position for anyone to be in. In our culture, we can close off because we think about different parts of our body as being places we should close off. And our body is our body. Our bodies are beautiful. We're meant to be open to sensations, open to this world. Give yourself just another breath or two right here. Let all the layers of tension just ooze down into the mat. Now, you can relax the hands and bring them to the outer edges of the knees. And like your favorite binding on a book, we close those knees. Knees into the chest. They can rock. Or you can find that internal rotation position, feet on the ground and the knees knock together. Now we're going to find our legs up the wall position. So if you do have a block, we're going to use it. If you don't, you actually don't need a block for this, so it's fine. And if you want to come into total shoulder stand, we can do that as well. So I'll start from the beginning. You're going to lift your hips up and put the block underneath your sacrum. And once we have it rested there, just let those legs lift up towards the ceiling. If you're coming into your full support or your full shoulder stand, you would just bring those knees into the chest and you would propel them up to the sky. Elbows would hook in and the hands would go to the lower back. You want to make sure there's space between your chin and your chest wherever you are, like the spacing of a small apple. And if you don't have a block, legs just go up. And you can just kind of find that happy place. Maybe legs come closer in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to slowly start to release the knees, our feet down to the ground, removing our block. And just taking a moment to drop those knees from side to side a few times, getting some release from within that lower back. Doesn't have to be big in order to have a big impact on our body. And when you're ready, we're going to find ourselves slowly releasing the body down into our Shavasana. If you want to bring some props underneath the knees, behind the knees, or come into a bridge position with the feet wide and the knees knocking together, or with the legs extended. Wherever you are, just let go of what happened or didn't happen. Let go of any kind of sense of control, any kind of sense of forcefulness. Consider these words by Donna Faulds, The Paradox. Fear and love seldom stand shoulder to shoulder. It's rare to laugh and lie in the same breath. But strength and weakness, failure and success, they are different ends of a single stick. To pick one up is to receive both poles. Stark contrasts contribute to a knowledge of the whole. What is life but growing wide and deep? So open from weeping that opposites, ambiguity, and 1,000 shades of gray can coexist without despair. Om Loka Satana Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Satana Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Satana Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Take a deep breath in. And let it go through the nose. And another deep breath in. And let it go. And start to find some movement. Or stay where you are. You might choose to roll over onto one side or the other to find a fetal position before using that top hand to press yourself up to seated. And just stacking your hands over the heart space. May we connect into our own inner power, our own inner strength. May we see both ends of that stick to celebrate the times when we stumble, to honor the times that we stood tall. Thank you so much for joining me here today, for showing up as you are and being exactly who you are. All that I am bows so deeply to all that is within you. Namaste.